last week we took a little adventure, a dance adventure, and this week we'll come back to our more traditional yoga class, yoga poses. And I also wanted to incorporate some of that brain training stuff that we've been working on. And so let's just do a couple of those little brain. Yeah, that exactly. Let's do a couple of those now before we get started. So thumbs up, and then put one thumb down, and instead extend that pinky finger. You guys got it? And then we're going to switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. 1, 2, 3, switch. 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 That's enough. Totally. I know it's weird, but it works. And this is our plugger nose. Oh, let me see here. What was that, Mia? What would you say?
It worked better. Oh, right. It worked better not to watch you.
Right. I'll do it slowly. Switch, 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 switch. Yeah.
I'll practice it on my own.
Awesome. It's a good one to practice. Nice and easy. You know, you can do it in the car. Well, not when you're driving, but waiting for the ferry or something. All right, I'll meet you again. Okay, and the other one is when we plug our nose. And then hold the opposite earlobe so the arms are switched. And then 1, 2, 3, switch. Hey, there it is. 1, 2, 3, switch. I know, it's a weird one, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, switch. Let's do 2 more. Switch and switch. Shake it up. Awesome. So any of those things, like the fingers are all connected to a part of the brain. So when we were a fetus, we developed like this. So there's these connections between the fingers and the brain. And also when we cross the midline, so anything where we're switching like this is really good for strengthening the connection between the 2 hemispheres of our brains. And we'll end today with Kirtan Kriya, which is a meditation that uses this finger to brain connection, as well as a mantra, which the rhythm of the tongue on the roof of the mouth helps to regulate secretions from the hypothalamus. So we'll use all that here. I'll make sure we have time. Yeah, we'll do some stuff to play with our brains today. So I'll go sit on that chair now. So sitting up tall towards the front third of your chair so you don't give in to that tendency to slouch. Heart feels slightly lifted yet relaxed. Close your eyes so that your focus is on the inside. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel that connection to the ground. And take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. And just notice how you feel, where your breath is in your body, shallow or deep. And bring your palms together, please, and begin to rub them to create some heat and energy. And then draw that energy right into your heart center. And we'll begin our practice with 1 Om, cleansing breath first. Inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale for Om. While your palms are still pressed together, inhale and feel your back expand. Exhale, relax. This time, hook your fingers and pull your elbows apart slightly. And when you inhale, feel your sides expand. Exhale, relax. And keeping your breath that deep and expansive, bring your arms down and we'll do a gas tank. So to review, your lungs are the tank and the air that fills them is the gas. So open your mouth to let the air in and lift your arms. Exhale on this sound. When your tank runs on empty, use your tummy muscles to press the last bit of gas out. Let's do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Great. Okay, this breath or pranayama is called Nadi Shodhana or single nostril breathing. So begin by plugging your right nostril and inhale through the left. I think we're switched, so plug them both, unplug the right and exhale. Inhale also through the right. Plug them both, unplug the left and exhale. That's one cycle. I'll lead you through another. Inhale through the left. Plug them both. Exhale through the right. Inhale also through the right. Plug them both, unplug the left and exhale. That's another cycle. I'll lead you through one more. Inhale also through the left. Plug them both, unplug the right, exhale. Inhale also through the right. Plug them both, unplug the left, and exhale. Continue on your own time. Eyes are closed and focus is at the third eye point, so that place between your eyebrows. Finish off whatever cycle you're on by exhaling through your left nostril. And then breathe equally through both sides. So you had mentioned earlier how we have both the male and female, or masculine and feminine energies flowing through our systems, and that pranayama helps to balance them. We have the shushumna, which is that main energy column up the spine, and then the ida and pingala, male and female, double helix around it. And that also helps to balance the two hemispheres of your brain. So let's do our spine series now.
Is the shushumna the Kundalini channel?
Yeah, same thing. Yeah, when the Kundalini energy rises, it rises up the shushumna. Yeah, good question. All right, and this is another reason why doing all of these spine exercises are so great for our systems, because it helps to bring all of these energies in our body into balance. So this is our Sufi grind, which is just a big circle with your torso. Big inhale to one side and back, big exhale to the other side and forward. And we'll begin to slow this circle down so that you can shift to the other direction. Long, deep breath. Get it right down to the bottom of your lungs. And begin to slow this circle down so that you arrive back at center with a tall spine. And we'll take a big inhale here. Suspend your breath, squeeze in and up like you're stopping the flow of urination. This is called root lock. And then exhale, relax. Spine flex is next. Inhale your heart forward, exhale your heart back. Inhale, center, lifting your heart. Apply root lock and suspend your breath. And your inner gaze is at the brow point. It's also where your pituitary gland is. Exhale, relax. Next, we'll do the same thing, but we'll move the spine flex up to the thoracic spine. I'll just turn sideways so you can see. Elbows stay straight, and it's the same movement, but it'll feel a little bit smaller. And this opens up that space behind your lungs and your heart. And you're just finding a rhythm that feels sustainable to you. And inhale, lifting your heart. Suspend your breath, apply root lock. Exhale, relax. Spine twist is next. You can have your hands resting on your shoulders or have your cactus arms with Gyan Mudra, which is index finger and thumb tips connected. Inhale as you twist to the left, exhale as you twist to the right. Inhale, center. Suspend your breath, root lock. Exhale, relax. Shoulder shrugs are next. Inhale, lift your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, let them fall. Unless, of course, you have any injury in your shoulders, then you'll lower them down gently.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you exhale, are you opening your mouth or keeping your lips together?
Excellent question. I'm exhaling through my nose as much
Okay.
as possible. I talked about your question a couple weeks ago. I looked it up about breathing out through the nose. And the reason that we breathe in and out through the nose instead of the mouth is, first of all, it can offset the carbon dioxide levels in your body. And also when you breathe in and out through your nose, I can't remember exactly why, but it's more balancing and better for your brain.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. Okay, shoulder shrugs. Inhale up and exhale down. I love that you're asking questions, by the way. Keep them coming. Inhale, lift your shoulders up to your ears. Squeeze them up. Apply root lock. And exhale, relax. And lastly, we'll do some neck turns. Inhale as you look to the left. Exhale as you look to the right. And these are very relaxed. And as often as you can remember, your inner gaze is between your This cross of the ocular nerve stimulates your pituitary gland, which also helps to make the secretions of hormones more regulated. Inhale, center. Apply root lock as you suspend your breath. Exhale, relax. And just breathe normally. Notice how you feel. So that spine series is designed to bring the energy up the spine or up the shushumna. Okay, let's do a little bit of our tensegrity next. So we'll start with our silk toes. Can't forget that one. Oh, almost forgot. Our test. So just sit up tall and look at the ceiling and mark a spot that you can see to. And then bring your gaze back forward. We'll test that after. So this stretches out all the connective tissue in your back body. Extend one leg through that white sand. Pick up your silk handkerchief with your toes and then put it back down. 1, 2, 3 times, and then bring that foot back underneath you. Switch sides. Extend through that lovely beach sand. Pick up your silk handkerchief. 1, 2, 3 times and release. First side, extend, pick it up 1, 2, 3 times, release. Switch sides, extend, 1, 2, 3, release. Once more each side, extend, 1, 2, 3, release. And last time, extend, 1, 2, 3, release. And now gaze up at the ceiling once more and see that if that spot you can see to is moved. And then come back. Thumbs up if it moved. Yeah, move for Nancy, right on. And Mia, great. Me too. For me, it moves like 1.5 to 2 feet every single time I do that exercise. Okay, so let's do a little bit of our tensegrity. We'll just do one hip stretch today. So lift one leg up, keep your chest lifted so that you don't collapse. And then you can hold underneath your thigh for support and gently open wide and bring back in front of you. 4 to 6 times on the same side. And you're moving through thick honey or thick salt water. So it's this really smooth gliding motion. It's very healing quality for our joints. And when you're ready, you will release that leg down and switch sides. And this feeling of opening the whole leg bone out to the side is the feeling you want to have when you're doing something like tree pose or any of your warrior, warrior 2, any of those poses where the leg opens. You want to generate that from your hip socket. And when you're ready, we'll release that leg back down. And then just to lubricate the arm joints, first we'll get the fingertips touching, hands in front of your belly. Inhale and glide up through that honey. Exhale and glide back down. Long, deep breath. we'll just do one more today. If you add this into your home practice, you can work up to about 20 of them per set. We're just gonna do 5 or 6 just for time's sake. Palms come together, same movement. Inhale up above your head. Exhale down in front of your heart. And this is gently lubricating your shoulder and elbow joints and the wrists as well. Let's just do one more together today. Great, gently shake out. And we'll close with this Gyan Mudra, so thumbs and index finger touch, and then the pinky fingers touch, palms up at your belly. As you inhale, arms come out wide and flip the palms behind you so that your pinkies touch up above your head. Exhale, come back down. Moving through that thick honey. And I love this one because it also gets at this, keep doing a few more. It also gets at this tendon that connects your pinky finger all the way up toward your elbow. And sometimes over time we can lose the ability to move the pinky finger, and that has to do with this tendon. So this is a really great one to practice to keep that flexibility and mobility available in all of your fingers. Let's just do one more together. Gently shake that out. And then the other way, while we're talking about that tendon, the other way to flex it is to do raccoon eyes, if you remember. And you can feel it when you do raccoon eyes. Oh, at least I can. Gently shake that out. Great. Let's, I'd like to do a little bit of standing balances today, because we are talking about the brains and keeping both hemispheres connected and balanced. And so, as I mentioned before, anytime we cross the midline, this is very good for the brain. So let's do this cross march. Long, deep breath, and you can just hold onto your chair, or if you'd like to test your balance, just have both arms out. Like there's light coming through your fingers or energy. And any of this asymmetrical movement, so like a balance where one thing's different on one side than the other, is also good for proprioception, I believe is the word. And this is all brain stuff. So sometimes our proprioception, or our ability to know what's going on one side of the brain and our body and control it, we can have problems with that when we get any neurological issues such as like MS or Parkinson's. 3, 2, 1. Great, let's come back to center. And let's see here. So this is my figure 8 balance. So we're just holding onto your chair. Shift your weight to the foot that's farthest away from the chair. So the foot closest to the chair is going to come up. And our hand farthest away is going to do a little thumbs up. And then with a soft standing knee, we'll do figure 8, where the knee and the thumb go towards each other and then away. So always soft knees when we're standing. Marshmallow knees, as I say to my voice students. So here we're doing something opposite with the opposing sides of the body, and we're also crossing the midline. So a little double whammy brain workout. Yeah, it looks kind of cool. All right, let's just do one more of those. And then while we're here, let's take a little tree pose. So that knee that was just bent, the one closest to your chair, find the inside of your leg with that foot. And your tree pose can be anywhere that feels comfortable with your hip. that opening from the hip socket that we practiced when we were sitting down. And then we can test our balance here if you'd like, or press the palms together if you're feeling very brave. And steady your breath to steady your body. And then my third option for if you're feeling extremely brave and want to test your balance a little further is to move your arms like tree branches in the wind. It adds a little, level up there. Awesome. Well done. Okay, let's slowly come out of this pose. Shake out your standing leg just a little bit. And before we do that on the other side, let's just take a little warrior two pose. So we'll use our chair for support. So that same leg you were just bending before, lift the knee and then turn the whole leg bone out to the side towards your chair. And then we have our alignment we want. Then just step this other foot back a little bit. And here's our warrior two pose. And the secret to any pose is to have the knees and toes line up. That keeps everybody safe and happy. So in your warrior two, you can gaze over your chair. And if you'd like, you can reach both arms wide, like there's light or energy coming out of your fingers. Heavy through your hips, yet floating through the crown of your head. My mat's kind of trying to get away on me here. There we go. Long, deep breath. And to come out, just hold onto your chair for support. Both knees are soft before you step your feet together. And let's do that whole sequence on the other side. So I'm just going to move my chair over so I'm still facing you.
This is my surgery side, so I won't have the balance.
Okay. Well, good. Thanks for letting me know. So hopefully, try not to fall over. Just hold on to that chair. Okay, so from both feet being connected to the earth, we'll shift to the foot farthest away from the chair and lift that knee closest to the chair up. And then thumbs up with the opposite hand, marshmallow knees, and here's that figure eight. And that moving through honey feeling will be very healing, especially for this surgery side. I want that smooth quality to the movement. And that way your body can prepare for what's coming up. It's not a surprise. 3, 2, and 1. Great. And now while we're still balanced on this outside leg, we'll find our tree pose. So lift that inside knee up and then turn the whole leg bone out to the side. And especially if it's the surgery side, it might not open all the way, and that's totally fine. Just meet yourself where you're at. We want to avoid putting your foot on the inside of your standing knee. Find your tree pose for today. Could always do a, single branched tree if you wanted. Awesome. Okay, now let's we're still focusing on this same hip. So for our warrior two, that whole leg bone comes out to the side, just like when it was in tree pose. And then you can step your other foot back, just to wherever's comfortable. And you just want your knees and toes to line up. So if they're not lining up, just move your toes until they do. Heavy through your hips, yet floating through the crown of your head. Awesome. One more breath here. And to come out, just soften both knees first before you step together. And let's just do a little hip stretch from the chair before we meditate. So, if you might need a little support on the inside of your thigh. So if you're starting with your right leg, put the support on the inside of the left ankle. So this is option one. This is our seated pigeon pose. And option two is you can cross your ankle right over the opposite knee. And this targets your piriformis and your glutes. So you want to keep your heart lifted, stick your tail feathers out a little bit, and then hinge forward from your hips. And when you keep this foot that's crossed over, when it's flexed, that helps to protect this knee. So that's a good thing to keep flexed. You can also do this pose laying on your back, like in bed before you get out, before you get up. You can also do it next to a wall where this foot that's pressing into the ground right now would be pressing into the wall. That's really nice too. Let's just take one more breath on this side. And then gently exit. Take your time. Little windshield wiper before we go to the other leg. Yeah. Okay. And then find your seated pigeon pose on this side. Show you what this looks like on the ground. It's this one. We're just doing it in a chair. And if you are doing this in your bed in the morning or on the ground, you want to press your tailbone down into the ground gently, and that'll really help to lengthen through here. One more long, deep breath in this shape. Slowly exit the pose. And we'll close with this Kirtan Kriya I mentioned. So let me just come up close to show you. This is the mudra. Our hands will be on our knees, and it'll go thumb tips touch index finger, then middle finger, then ring finger, then pinky finger, like this, just over and over again. And so we'll be like this. And that's the mudra. The mantra is sa, ta, na, ma. Over and over again. Sa, ta, na, ma. That means infinity, birth, death, rebirth. And this is also really great for your brain. All right, so we're on the clock. Just follow my lead. Cleansing breath to begin. Inhale. And exhale completely. Inhale to chant out loud. Satanama, 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 Satanama. Whisper. Sa, ta, sa, ta, sa, ta, sa, ta, excuse me. Sa, ta, sa, ta, sa, ta. Say it in your head. Whisper. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Sa, ta, na. Chant out loud. Sa, ta, na, ma. 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 Inhale. Suspend your breath for a moment. Exhale, relax. And just breathe normally and notice how you feel. Now press your palms together evenly, which also unites the hemispheres of your brain, brings balance energetically. And we'll tune out with the long time sun followed by a long sat, short nam. Cleansing breath first. Inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale to tune out. May the long-time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on.